Hi, welcome to my tip of the month number 6. Today we're going to be talking about shimmies, something we all love to talk about. Shimmy is something that everybody likes to do in their own way. It's very important that you do so because it's a movement that is not standard for everyone. Everybody has a different shape, so therefore the shimmy comes out according to that shape and the position they like to be in while doing. And also there are so many different techniques around. Everybody learns in a different way, so there is a huge variety of ways to achieve the same thing, which is either a vibration or a very fast movement of the hip. I have a particular way of doing that works really well for me, and it works best for me because I am able to do other movements with it. I like to think that a shimmy is a layer, not a movement by itself. It's very rare to have sounds that just vibrates without changing melody. So therefore, you can't just stand there and shimmy. However, in the beginning, you have to learn that in order to be able to then change and add other things to it. With my practices, I found that this technique that I'm going to show you is the best one to layer shimmies with eights, undulations, or any other step that you want to layer a shimmy, into. So let me show you how I do this. My personal way to do the shimmies starts with placing the weight on my heels. So my weight is at the back of my body, not too far so that I lose balance, well distributed a little bit in the middle, but sitting on your heels, so there is no weight on the tip of your toes. Okay, so you're not there. I'll turn aside so you can see in the mirror. So you're not there, you're sitting right back. If you were to lift your toes, you could even do that and still do the shimmies. Okay, but you have to find the right amount of weight so that you feel balanced and not really pushing yourself and having to lock yourself, because that will lock the shimmy and it will defeat the purpose. Okay, so the idea is to go back so that you can sit on your hips and then relax it, not tense it. Okay, because this will create a nice chilled position so that you can do the shimmy for a good length of time. Okay, also you will need to do the figures of 8 with it later on, so you want to get in a position that you can do everything. Okay, so go back a little bit, sit on your heels. You don't have to lift your toes, but if you find it difficult to put the weight in the back, then do lift your toes, just so you get used to it. But I'll keep my toes out for now. So weight back, relax, not tucked in, not pushed out, just center. Once you have done that, you want to create the shimmies from the legs so that the hips are free to do other things. This is the first form of it. I will show you two. So the first one, relax your thighs, then press your heels into the floor and alternate your knees, front and back, until you can get a gentle vibration. You want to increase that, you press harder, relax more, and more movements from the knees. A lot more motion from the knees if you want to get this much vibration. Or you can make it less, smaller movement from the knees, less pressing into the floor. The idea is that you're pressing into the floor, this will bounce up and reflect into your hips. So I am not actually moving my hips, I'm just creating this from the legs. Okay, this is safe for your knees, you're not snapping back, so there is no danger of hurting your knees in this position. Okay, so keep it there. From there, you'll be able to gently move your hips around and layer. And that's what I meant about the shimmy being a layer, because you are able then to do other movements. If you choose to bring the the shimmy up to your hips, then the hip movements will have to change too. So this is just on the legs. The moment you enter into shimmy from the hips, you get this much bigger movement from the knees. Okay, not so much pressing from the heel, but a lot of release of the thighs, and that you can see from the hip. Here you get that motion up and down, up and down, up and down. Now, doing figures of 8 with this, not so attractive, sometimes necessary, but most of the time you can get the same effect with the vibration. So while you're doing the vibration, press into the floor, not much hips, more 8s. Can be done all directions actually. Play around, circle. I'm lifting the toes so that you see the weight is right back. Relax. And then you want more volume. Add the hips in. Becomes more of a shake than a vibration. So you have two volumes. You have the vibration and you have what I like to call wobbly hips. They are lovely, friendly, fun, and create a beautiful variety of sounds. I hope you enjoyed this posture. I hope it helps you increase the volume of your shimmy, and see you next time. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.